think we are live.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
We're live everywhere.
We have a black screen on the 916. So I'm going to just try pressing Martin once, and that solved that. So, hi everyone. We're trying a lot of new stuff today. So bear with us while we get everything to work. I'm going to try to log out of the stream PC.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so I got stuck there. Let me see. Oh yeah, I got out.
Thank you.
So let me see if I can get back to my design requirements document.
Yeah, I see people joining on Instagram.
That's fantastic.
Hello, Instagram. We're trying a lot of new stuff here today.
So we have a close-up of the keyboard just because we have too many cameras. But what we're actually going to do today is that we're going to do some design requirement work. And I guess we need to add then a little Martin there and a little Hannes there, or a little both there.
A little both there.
Okay, so yeah, sorry for being late, everyone. We have been doing God's work behind the scenes in the studio, actually.
And that's God calling right now.
God is calling. So yeah, we've been preparing to get the streams in order, and we're on a really good path. Okay, seems like everything is working. We're actually streaming also vertically right now.
Yeah, we're trying out on Instagram and YouTube Shorts.
So it's a bit of an experiment. So we're trying to manage two different streams at once. That's why we're a little bit late. So apologies for that.
I think you can see my sweat still in my face from starting the stream in 100,000 different windows.
Yep, exactly 100,000. We counted them.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, let's get to it. What are we doing today, Martin?
So
God's work.
We're going to do God's work. I've had a private call with a teacher from Canada whose name is Paul Drover. And Paul told me that he thought he knew why I'm having trouble writing design requirements, because we've been working in these documents a lot and it's been feeling really, really overwhelming. And Paul was like, Martin, do you remember when you made a box for each of your screws in the studio organization video? You need a place for every design requirement to go. So Paul sent me this. And this is Paul's suggestion for how to organize the design requirements, which is something that we've been talking a lot about in the design requirements stream. And I couldn't really choose one system. But then I chose this system with a lot of tabs. So in my design requirements so far, I have a lot of tabs and it's quite unwieldy. Paul is suggesting one tab. And then to use this tree, as we talked about. So if you can see, I think I can zoom in here, and I'm trying to see on the vertical stream if we're in frame. We're going to learn how to get that better in frame for the vertical stream. But these boxes are the boxes for the different requirements. And the requirements get a requirement ID, a number. And then you can use this code, 1.1 instruments, with the requirement ID numbers. And basically you can hide the whole marble machine in one tab. So that's what I'm going to set up today. I'm going to more or less take Paul's design straight off. Paul is also doing like some project management work in here, like CAD references, implementation status, integration status, like finished stuff like that. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do a clean design requirement document. We can tag on those later if so. So we're going to organize the design requirements in a better way, basically, Hannes. Yeah.
Okay, good.
I've been also playing chess in Globen in Stockholm this weekend. It was super fun. And last Thursday and last Friday, me and Hannes and Alphonse were setting up all the cables for all the other cameras and stuff in the stream. So going forward, the building streams will look better. We've been working hard behind the scenes. We didn't get out a lot of material, but we've been doing God's work. All right.
Martin, can you please press record on our...
Oh, of course. That's actually not working. So
Okay. Okay, let's see. We got some people joining in. Jason Benoit says, learning how to like organization with Martin. And then Floria Balbus on Twitch says, oh, nice, lovely spreadsheets. So yeah, we back, everyone.
Perhaps you can entertain people while I'll set the recording up. I'm just going to see what I can do there.
Okay. Entertain. That's a tall order. Okay, if people are wondering why we're late, we have been setting up for vertical live streaming. So now we're also trying to live stream on Instagram and hopefully to YouTube Shorts as well. We try to be where everyone is. Like, no one should be able to escape the spreadsheet madness that is Wintergatan. So who are we to deny people some design requirements, right? And we really pushed. We wanted to go live today. Probably we could have done like a couple of hours more of trying this, but we were so eagerly wanting to get to this spreadsheet action. So that's why we're here now. And Martin saw the recording as well. Damn, I'm proud of you. Let's go. Ow!
Absolutely. Perhaps we should show people on the vertical stream the beauty of Hannes as well with the split screen we have there. There you can see Hannes looking like a Norse god.
That's me.
Doing
Being humble.
Doing God's work there. So, yeah. Okay. Whew. Let's take it calmly from the top, inspired by Eric Rosen. So, all these tabs that I'm clicking through here is going to become today one single tab. And last week we also had Jesper Brookman on, which made the design requirement click for me really well, together with advice from Paul Drover on my call with Paul. I think I actually know how to do it. I think that is going to be a new really difficult thing, Hannes, and it's to abide by the design requirements, to actually let them dictate the design. But I think it's starting to click for me. And I've been hyping things up. I hate when I hype things up, but I do feel that it's starting to click for me. So let's begin. I'm going to duplicate this tab because I like it. I'm going to start with this tab, and we're going to do a rename of this tab. I'm just going to call them Rex, which is my new master tab. And I'm going to kind of delete everything in here. It's just first, or actually I can just create a lot of lines above. Let's just paste 75 new fresh rows here. And reset the painting. So I want to build those columns that hopefully this isn't going to smell like procrastination, because it's actually important to not create these unsorted screw boxes with the requirements. I'm going to be organized and disciplined to get this, to learn these hard lessons. So you can see here in Paul's example, Paul is using these groups to organize everything. And apologies to the vertical stream because you're not seeing those groups. We are vibe coding something that makes the vertical screen following my mouse in a watchable way. We haven't set that up yet, so we're working on it. So let me go over to my document and just go and get a lot of columns for the tree here. Insert column to the left. All good, Hannes?
We're troubleshooting some stuff here, me and Alphonse.
Okay.
You keep on working. We will try to fix it.
Okay. I shouldn't ask then what the troubleshooting is. The beautiful thing, let me see if I can drag this I'm going to try to make a wide column so I can also drag it into the vertical stream. Oh, there we go. Now the columns are in the vertical stream as well. So the very beautiful thing with Paul's system is that Paul created, like, inside a spreadsheet, a kind of drawer feeling. So you feel that this category of percussion requirements are inside the instruments. And Paul also made a very classical division between functional and non-functional design requirements, which I also start to like the whole idea with non-functional, which is, for example, safety, transportability. Functional is all the functions that a machine should have. Non-functional is everything else, basically. And I'm a visual person, so I really like that we can see where the requirements belongs. And then also, I had this tree structure with a 1.1.1.2 drums, this whole thing, which I like. But I also added the same kind of numbering to the requirements. Paul is not doing that. Paul is just counting the requirements per category, which is a much neater way. So back to my copy. We're going to have the requirement ID stays like that. And then that's the CAD. Yeah, perhaps I should remind people that this is what we're trying to build here. Anyway, kind of what we're trying to build. The first approximation. Paul called this domain classification outline. I think that's like sounds super, super difficult. I'm just going to call it like requirement folder or requirement drawer or something like that. So let's go back to mine and make that heading over here. Requirement folder or category. Requirement tree is actually the requirement tree here. So we shouldn't do text wrapping on that one. We should just do this. Nice. I've learned that. Okay, Hannes, tell me, what are you troubleshooting?
Oh, we were just the vertical on YouTube didn't start as we wanted it to, but we got it working now.
Okay.
So now we're actually live in vertical as well on YouTube and on Instagram.
So we have 2 live streams to YouTube going, one 9:16 and one 16:9.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Look at us. And now I want to fix some graphical errors that suddenly appeared for us. I'm going to try to fix the little box around your head, Martin, that has somehow moved a bit. So I will try to fix that while you work.
Okay. Perhaps it's okay with the box if you want to read chat as well. I don't know if someone
I want to try and solve this.
Okay.
I can see what chat is saying right now. If there's anything that needs your immediate.
Good.
The Neom says, have Eric Rosen on the stream. That would be legendary.
That would be fantastic. I don't know if I could handle the starstruckness that I would have, but okay.
Florio says, it smells and tastes like spreadsheets.
So,
and Jason says, you integrating design requirements into the project is a huge necessity.
Oh, thank you for that, Jason. That truth has internalized in me, definitely. Functional, non-functional. I'm just gonna start to build this very, very high level. Okay, so in these columns, we don't want text wrapping. So text wrapping is this function. We want this actually. So it looks better like that. And also I can actually start a column to the left that I can drag out. So the 9:16 people also can see the beautiful action here.
Yeah, we got so many people watching now from all different kinds of platforms.
Fantastic.
Woo!
So, yeah, I'm just going to start build this. Eventually, I think we're going to vibe code a script that is going to make this tab extremely beautiful. I'm not going to go into that today. But I feel with all these borders and everything that Paul made so nice. So let's start filling functional out. I'm not going to take Paul's categories straight off, but Paul almost used my 5 or 6 major sub-assemblies as second categories after functional. And I think that could be... So first, of course, we have actually the system level requirement. They are directly under number 1. So let's see what I should have as categories.
Now do my work humming. I'm sorry.
No work humming. That is. So here's actually all my functional requirements that we had. Let's pull it in a little bit. So I think these are... I think we can just take these and we can actually add them to the first category here. I'm gonna copy them. Perhaps I should actually cut them so I see everything we have picked up from that old thing. So the statement is all the way over here. I also set myself a little bit mental notice that it's okay for me to focus and go slow and not try to be super entertaining and stuff. I just need to concentrate. And if any of you who listens to me and Hannes are working along us, I wish you the same nice a little moment of concentration here. It's
very nice.
It's really
Can I ask you of a small little favor, Martin?
Absolutely.
I think you received a text on your phone. Could you forward that to me?
Absolutely.
I would be very, very happy.
I see it here. I'm going to forward a little text to Hannes.
Oh, it makes me so happy.
There you go.
Thank you.
Let me just copy Paul's homework here with the beautiful borders. Just to be clear, we're going to have this automatically later on. But I think it's kind of important here in the beginning with all these borders. So let's do a left and a right one here. So all these are system levels requirements. So let's think a little bit about how we want to organize our next ones. Instruments. Paul did pretty nice. Instruments, powertrain, controls, marble loop, frame. I think we had actually I can check CAD for that. We did controls, we did loop. Can I go back? Instruments, frame, drivetrain, and electronics. Those are really nice sub-assemblies or subcategories of the machine. So let's do what Paul did, but add a frame. So here we're gonna go. And then I start here at C, which is what Paul did, which was super nice to visualize the tree hierarchy. Is 1.1, I guess the name shouldn't be in that square. Let me just see. I'm gonna be a little bit. It is in that square. Okay, we're gonna do. I'm gonna do what Paul did.
Always do what Paul
I
does.
think so. I think so.
Yes.
1.1 instruments. Beautiful. 1.2. 1.2. 1.3. 1.5. Good, Martin. Skipped 4. 1.6. I met some Wintergatan fans at the chess. I actually played some Wintergatan fans at the chess tournament in Stockholm this weekend, and they were like, "Do you think you're ever gonna be finished?" I'm like, "Oh, this is what everyone thinks." I'm like, because I understand that so well. I mean, the progress hasn't been great. Hopefully, we're building towards a catch-up effect by going disciplined and going theoretical like this. Instruments, drivetrain, or is it marble? Is marble loop perhaps? Marble loop, instruments, marble loop, drivetrain, and then all that has to sit on a frame, and then we have to controls, and lastly electronics, which are microphones and cameras. No electronics for the we actually used to call that audio video. That's maybe better. Audio video.
Just a friendly reminder here we got from Starblaze that says, also remember design requirements are a living document. They should change and evolve as you learn new things.
That's a great sentiment. That was something that Jasper talked about, that I didn't need to write everything perfect from the start. But now when we go over here and I have this, the vibraphone note length shall be adjustable requirement here. So that's what we're gonna do soon. Like, I know that where this requirement is going to have a nice little drawer to go in this instruments tab here.
And also something to feed your vanity or ego here, Martin, as well.
Yeah.
From Gaming Club Germany. I scrolled by, thought, why is the color grading quality so good on this face cam? Then I saw it's you, and I was like, that makes sense. What cam and lens you using right now? So you're looking good, Martin.
Yeah, it looks also that I'm very dark, actually, talking about this. Let's bump the ISO up a little bit if people are noticing. And I just ruined it. It's some kind of, it's actually a very small, cheap camera. That one that we're looking at now is a Sony a6400 with some kind of lens that I borrowed from Ludwig that I don't know what it is.
Okay. But you look good. That's the whole part I wanted to show you.
That's great. Thank you, Hannes.
And our dear friend Martin is back, as always, with a donation. Feels like forever since last stream. Glad to be back.
Thank you.
We're so happy that you're still here, Martin, keeping us company.
Yeah, thank you, Martin. I'm going to start working on these beautiful boxes that Paul made. This is what we're going to automate with some kind of Python script later. But I don't think I should spend time doing that right now. So I'm building a little border box for the functional design requirement there. And now we're going to build some boxes for the subcategories. I think they should have this one. They should have the top one. Oh, only the top one got the... Okay. And then the non-functional is going to get this top border like this. So we can start to see the outline of the beautiful boxes Paul made. So let's try now to emigrate everything in here into our new system. And we should also try writing good design requirements. So here we have a non-functional. We have performance requirements. So I'm going to take them I'm gonna cut them out so I remember that we got them. And we're going to go under non-functional, and we're going to make a new subcategory of non-functional requirements. I think I should spell this out. Non-functional requirements. Let's see how Paul put them down here. Paul actually didn't have performance requirements in non-functional, but I think usually I think a performance requirement is the first category of non-functional requirements. So let's do that. Let's do 2.1 performance requirements. And then in performance requirements drawer, I'm gonna put these that I went and got there. So these are system level performance requirements. I guess I'm gonna make my little box because it's satisfying.
Oh, wow. Okay. I don't know what I did, but I did something. I feel like such a boomer, you know. But what I saw right now, here. Look at the screen if you can see it.
Ooh.
We now have comments from Instagram as well. So SKF Group they sent a message here.
Oh, nice. I didn't see the message, but I saw the logo.
It was an image.
Okay.
And then we have SpaceX sent something.
Okay, but
or is no, perhaps
that's
this
probably not 2 hour stream.
That's you see, I'm such a boomer. What is SpaceX here? Okay, I'm getting there.
You will never pass the age of 27 in your heart, so don't worry, Hannes. You're young at heart.
I feel so stupid right now.
That's fine. We can retard Max. That's the newest philosophy online.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm a little bit into that one actually. So we can do that. It's perfect. Performance requirements. Let's keep on tracking. Let's go and get everything here. Reliability requirements. Yeah, so let's make our non-functional. I think we can. This is going to be so much better organization compared to what we had here. So I think we should steal our own homework here. And just do all these categories. So let's take all these and get them in here. It's gonna be messy. Yes, it was messy. 2.2. It's really hard, like, to slow down and think when you feel you're 10 years late on a project.
Tell me about it. This is all my technical difficulties right now. I also need to slow down.
I also love that you thought SpaceX were saying hi to us. They were
I saw like Instagram comments popping up in my software. I'm like, okay, makes sense. Makes sense. Why not?
That would have been really, really sweet of them, though. Okay, so let's take all these headings here and let's see what happens if we just that won't work. Okay, I'm just gonna paste the text from here.
Okay.
Let me see what requirements Paul had and why is his groups not working here? All right. I didn't make any groups here. I see. Yeah, sorry for going a little slow. I want this to be nice.
It's okay. If you just can pause it all until I'm done so I can focus on you.
I'm just going to see what Paul wrote here. No, let's not do that. Reliability. Okay, so what performance requirement do I want after? What non-functional requirement category do I want after? I think like transportation can be high. Reliability, safety, and qualities should be high. We can add categories as we go, so I shouldn't like freak out over these. Let's do this one. But I guess reliability and safety isn't the same. So let's do 2.2, reliability. Reliability. That's like how many concerts we can play with a machine with nothing. And then 2.4 is safety. 2.3, I mean, sorry. We're going to do transportation eventually. I'm skipping over. I kind of think for myself now which ones I want, which is actually kind of interesting. I feel like I'm not going to add stuff because some LLM told me that Boeing projects have those in.
Yes.
I'm going to use my own little meat LLM.
He's becoming sentient.
And then constraint requirements is kind of interesting. Like, we actually made constraint requirement. We want to go on the world tour before I turn 50 because I want to be young and promising. So let's do constraints. And perhaps we should create these when the requirements that themselves pops up actually.
Oh, heck yeah. Okay, now I can fully focus. I also got Instagram semi-working.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
With the showing the comments.
Yeah,
Cool.
but I also see everyone that is joining. So now I'm getting spammed here.
Nice.
Woo!
That's fantastic. That's great news. So here's the new numbering system from Paul. So by having this tree structure here, 1.1 or just one functional requirement systems levels, we can put that number together with the count of the requirement itself, like requirement 11. The operator shall be able to manually switch between program A, program B, program plus A plus B, program off during play. So then we can like, okay, so 1.313. Who wrote 1.313? It's a stupid requirement. You know, we can talk like that. So that's fantastic. Let's keep on exporting everything from here. We have a reliability requirement. That sounds like a safety requirement, actually. And we can also criticize how these requirements have been written, but I think we should first organize them and then criticize them. The machine shall present no risk of injury to the operator. That's a safety requirement. Let's take that. Let's go down to safety. And let's insert a row. Let's enter our first safety requirement. And then we will be able to hide all these with groups. So before you say, I think you wanted to say something else, I'm just going to show. Or I can figure out, create a group. Yeah, tell me what you wanted to say.
Nothing.
Oh, nothing.
It was just me being infuriated.
Okay.
I'm trying to make this work. I need to cut Instagram off here now. I'm sorry, everyone. I can't read your chats. I will have to fix that off stream.
I forgot.
But I'm so glad a lot of you are joining on Instagram.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And we'll try to make the vertical stream better over time.
Yeah. This is a first try for us.
Yeah. We do have a cool camera on my keyboard for the vertical stream.
Look at that. There we go, everyone. That's what you're tuning in here for. Let's spend the last 2 hours of this day just watching you play, Martin.
So now, Hannes, actually, I'm missing the CAD small now, because when I go back, we're still there.
We're still there because I fixed that, remember?
Oh, you fixed that. Sorry.
I've been hacker man
Sorry.
last couple of days. Been hacking away.
So I forgot how to do groups. What can you search for that? There was some kind of control right arrow or something in
For
Sheets
what?
to make a group to group several rows.
Chat, you know what to do.
Control.
Don't disappoint me now.
So in Sheets, what's the short command to make groups of rows?
Groups are under view, I see here, someone says.
Was it option, view? Groups are under view. Perfect. Option shift arrow.
Option shift arrow.
Thank you, chat. Whoever said under view.
Wintergatan.
Of course.
And we know who that is. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba.
Option shift right click. Okay, so now everyone, this is how we're gonna build this up. So as soon as we have a big tree, Wintergatan is Jesper, who was in the stream. So now to the left, you won't see that on Instagram, but you can see how I can quickly hide all the functional requirements. So Wintergatan, thank you for being here. It's Jesper Brookman who spread gold last week. It was so funny because we talked with Jesper Wintergatan on the stream, and then I talked with Paul, and I think Paul's major addition to Jesper was all Jesper's ideas were fantastic, but you also need a place to put all those great ideas, and that's what we're doing now.
Oh.
All right. I wonder if I should center this column. Oh, yes. And
let's see, do I have this now?
This column doesn't have to be called rec ID. It can just be ID. And that's so much more beautiful. You can see how clean that is becoming.
It is so clean, and I know you're working away there, Martin, but I also want to show the audience all the stuff we have done lately with the streaming and everything. Look at this. I am now controlling a camera from halfway around. I'm
from halfway across the world.
Yeah, it feels like it. I can zoom in on Martin there when he's writing his design requirements.
It's kind of dark, that camera, but it's...
It is right now. I can fix that, because I can fix everything.
Perfect. Meanwhile, so that's going to be super fun when I'm building. Meanwhile, I'm grabbing another.
I fixed it.
Okay, I just want to show.
You want to work, do you?
I'm grabbing another safety requirement here. No, this is a reliability requirement. All right, so let's put that in the correct drawer. There. I just wanted to show me paste. We can go back to your video game camera, Hannes.
Yeah, now people can see you as well. Look at that.
That's better.
Look at that. And I can pan around here.
The zoom is, but you did it so bright, Hannes. Hannes is always like, if I say it's a little bit dark, Hannes is like, oh, so you want to burn your eyes? Okay.
Hold my beer.
And the zoom was pretty good on that camera, right? Can you zoom in on the keyboard? I think the zoom... is that max?
No, I think I can go even more.
Okay.
But I'm fixing the image, okay? We're getting there, everyone. I just wanted to... We got so many angles everywhere. Let's take a look at the 3D printing room. Why not? There we got a 3D printer as well. And what do we have here? We have Martin drinking water. And what do we have here? Oh, we have a keyboard. And what do we have here? Martin in a full screen. And what do we have here? Yes, we have design requirements. Let's go.
It's going to be awesome. So this one we already have. I'm not going fast, but I'm going smooth. Okay, here's a constraint requirements. The machine shall be mechanical, no electronic for its main mechanical functions. Audio and video are permitted to use for electronics. So we are going to remove that stupid requirement under, and I'm going to go and insert this constraint requirement under constraints here. I don't know about you, Hannes, but I feel a bit excitement, actually.
Tell me about it.
Let me do these boxes manually here. I'm going to do so nice colors and stuff in this eventually. I don't want to sit the whole. That's actually what I want to do right now. Is I want to do all the colors, but I would get too much criticism for procrastinating if I did that.
Can't have that, can we?
So no. So I think all this formatting can be programmed to be automatic with some scripts. I don't know how to do that currently. Good. Let's keep on. Keeping on. That's done. Transportation. So here's all the Ludwig's transportation thing. These are just notes. These aren't requirements. But I would like to be able to put notes into this document as well and then turn them into requirements. I guess we are there is Ludwig's notes. So let's take them and I'm going to add them to the transportation section, but we're going to add them in some kind of way so I know they are notes.
And Martin, do you have any secrets on your screens right now? You don't, right?
No.
Let's get some of this action then. Ow! Look at that.
That's also pretty bright. Yeah, this is our control section with all the screens from the streams and stuff.
My goodness. Over the shoulder design requirement action cam.
Absolutely fantastic. This is going to be horrible with these borders.
And Adventure says you can't spell procrastinating without pro.
So I'm going to. So what I think I will start doing is I will keep notes as well. So that will be a little cheaty thing, which is going to be a 0 category. So 2.4.0 is going to be notes in the tree. These are not requirements. These are then transportation notes. So I'm also going to do, we have a lot of text about why, the artistic vision that Jasper calls guidelines. Jasper talked a lot about the difference between guidelines and requirements. Requirements is something that a machine must do. Guidelines is something that a machine should do. And guidelines are also super useful. We have epic stories. We have a lot of things like this. And thanks to my 0 category, I will be able to put all these in here. So 2.4.0 is transportation notes. It's like a sketchbook where I can just sketch away my ideas. But isn't that super annoying to have them visible at all times? Yes, and that's why we're, of course, going to group them away. So we don't need to see them. So let's take all the transportation notes and let's just hit Shift Option right, which turns them into a group, and now they're here but hidden. And that's how we're going to make this whole tab very, very highly easy to navigate. Is the idea?
Heck yeah.
This, I think, is the beginning of the requirement document that will build the marble machine. So I want to stop being overpromise, underdeliver. I want to stop hyping stuff, but I can't help myself hyping this a little bit. Here's also a lot of notes. Here's all the discussions from the streams. Here's Jasper's discussions. twitch.tv.winterjas.
Why do you scroll there, Martin? I do some technical research here as well. So I just want to take a quick look. And yes, it works now. I got it working. Whoop, 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 whoop. Now, even the vertical people can see the overhead action cam.
Okay, nice. Well done.
Yes.
Well done, well done.
Officially a stream technician.
Yeah, that cam is too bright, but it's fine. Very well done here. So we've gotten all of the information from in here. Now we have a lot of notes. So where are these notes from? This looks like more transportation notes. This is just, I can just remove this. This is the vibraphone movement. Oh, there was a fun thing from Paul, actually. Paul was like, talked about analysis paralysis. He was like, any good project manager knows a wrong decision is way better than no decision. So he was like, Martin, are the vibraphone plates going to move? And I'm like, yes, they're going to move. Don't stop. Like, and then Jasper the same day, keep all options open. I'm like, okay, so it's so funny. I'm getting like a little bit both advice here. But this whole discussion about the vibraphone plates, I think I've invited people a bit too much. The discussion is just actually how hard is it to solve the movement. It's not if they should move or not. And if that won't be able to solve, I skip it. But it's important to make a decision as well. So, yeah.
It is. And let's see. We got a comment here from Armoniel on Twitch. Hello, everyone. Here just in time for magical spreadsheets. So happy you're joining from Twitch. That's awesome. And then Mike Perry says, should Hannes have this much power? Of course not. That is dangerous. This is not good for anyone that I can control this much. And as I saw someone said, not every day you can see the back of a streamer's head. And that is right. Look at that. We got him. Oh, yes. I got all the control.
I have to ask Alphonse to fix the light of that. Can you reduce the ISO of Sony 1? It's 1 meter from me, but I'm texting Alphonse.
Yep, that's right.
Okay. So what do I do with all this text? These are more transportation notes. So let's cut them out and add them to the transportation notes. So let me see what happens if I do that. So what I done, it's that one.
Who is that? Who's that in the studio? Oh no, I missed him.
You can chase him with the...
I can. I am in control, you know.
So shift option left arrow ungroups. And
Look
then...
at that handsome fella right there.
And then I can group it again.
That's
Shift
Alphonse.
option right.
Look at him. This is quality content. Riveting. Riveting.
Yeah, soon. Okay, so I got now all my transportation notes, which will be... I feel inspired to clean this up and start actually writing the requirements. I think I needed to go very much into a learning journey. Here's some notes from the discussion with with Wintergatan. I think I have a whole section with Wintergatan notes from our talk. So I'm going to start here. Above 1. I talked earlier about my 0 category. So I'm going to insert a row above. And I'm going to start 0.
And
which is notes.
Jasper told me here that I should read tip from my memeplex that says if you always keep an empty line as the last line of a section, it's easier to add a new line to a section without breaking the group.
Oh, that's brilliant, my memeplex. Thank you for the spreadsheet help. So let's do it on while we're here. My memeplex have shown to be great with groups previously. So I'm gonna just ungroup this and just gonna try that. I'm inserting a new row here. Perhaps we can have a couple of empty rows where we don't care inside the groups. So we're gonna group everything, but I think we're not grouping the first one exactly. So now in this group, I can open this group and I can, if I create a new row, insert one row above, it enters into the group. Nice.
Boom, 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 boom.
Or I can just write here in the group. Very, very nice.
There we go. Mike Perry says, Hannes is out here doing a nature documentary in Martin's studio. Yeah, that is right. That's what happens when you give me unlimited power.
So I'm going to have... Thank you, Alphonse. Was it lower? Nice. Perfect. 0.1 is Jasper notes.
I'm going to see if Alphonse did a good job. Yeah, look at that. Way more balanced, right?
It's a bit better.
There we go. We got Martin from all different angles.
Nice. 0.2, I think, is Paul notes. I took really important notes from Paul as well. So this way I will be able to have everything I have in one place. Where are my Jasper notes? Where are we in user stories? These are user stories, or did we stay in? Here's some Jasper notes. Define problem first, divide. Here's Paul's coin drops. That's my... Here's all the notes from the Jasper talk. Let's take them and put them under Jasper notes. Let me just see if I can insert. It's nice to be back, actually, Hannes. We are... It always feels wrong when we're not streaming. It's so fun to stream.
Yeah. It's fun to stream when everything works out great. I have some unexplainable issues, but
it's the first time with a lot.
It is the first time.
Today.
It seems like Instagram is down.
Okay.
And I can't really understand why.
The stream just died?
Yep.
How's YouTube vertical doing?
Seems like it's still going.
So I'm gonna group the Jasper notes, and we are going to hide them. Then we're gonna make some Paul notes. Insert 43 above. Let's go and get the Paul wisdom here. So Paul talked. I can tell a little bit what Paul said. Like, Paul thinks that I like the tangible, like the things you can touch, and then a tree is a place to put things. And that's why Paul thought, especially for me, the organization would be very helpful. It comes down to having a place to put everything. Analysis paralysis. It's far better to make a wrong decision than no decision. If you can make a wrong decision, you can fix it. If you don't make a decision at all, you're just stuck. And we had some criticism from Paul also, Hannes.
Mm-hmm.
Paul thought that sometimes it felt like only the paid super chats feedback got through to me.
There's some truth to that.
Yeah.
I see them much clearer, and they also they paid with buccarinos. I can't not read them when people throws money at the screen.
Yeah. I thought that was interesting. Thought perhaps but I think perhaps what the fix isn't to interrupt me with every comment, but the fix is to also be sure that people know that you read everything, but sometimes you don't read things for me because you don't want to derail me.
Hey, how about writing better comments then? I'm just kidding.
That's a much better solution for us, actually. That's a solution we can get behind. Okay, so we have poll notes here. And I'm going to do what my memeplex said. I'm going to include some in the group. I'm going to do this. Boom. I'm going to hide all that. And look, how beautiful. Can I now take that there? No, that didn't follow so well. Okay, so let's delete all these. Jasper notes, Paul notes. All right. We're getting somewhere.
Yes.
And each these three can grow into super big branches. They can become really long branches. We're gonna. It's going to be beautiful here, actually. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, I'm going to spend my rest of my life fixing the spreadsheet borders if we don't automate this with a script. So let's not do that. All right, we have actually gotten everything out of this Systems 4 tab. So satisfying moment is that we can. I'm not gonna delete the tab just right yet, by the way. I'm going to keep it there. Instrument tab. We have some things to save from the instrument tab here. Vibraphone general requirements. So let's go and get those. Then they will enter into, so we need to make a couple of categories for that now. Let's go to Rex. And let's go to instruments. We need a new subcategory. 1.1.1 vibraphone. And this is perhaps where the whole drawer idea is starting to becoming tangible, because now we have a nice tree for the vibraphone requirements. And then we start with general vibraphone requirements, like systems level requirements for the vibraphone, if that makes sense. And then the box would look like this, the beautiful Paul box there. All right, I have those. Vibraphone dampener requirements. Okay, so let's let's just copy everything we did here. I know some of you have seen me do this over and over, but I think this is the last organization system that you will have to see me put up in the requirement section at least. So 1.1.1.1 is dampener requirements.
And Leslie Bradley here that says, we non-payers always have good comments. And I agree. There we go. And I read one.
Perfect. And I think it's valid if so people understand that we're not only listening to the super chats. Of course not. Vibraphone dampener requirements. Boom. Let's take these.
And as my memeplex says, as long as I get at least one comment on stream on screen, I'll keep giving unsolicited advice.
I've been very happy for all your advice, my memeplex. So please do that. Oh, and I made a mistake here. This is going to sit on a column to the left. So yeah, what I actually want to do is to use Claude for making script for this formatting. But I think that's very that's a little bit too far off, perhaps. I think Paul had the formatting a little bit automatically. I don't know if Paul set up these borders automatically. But this counter is pretty nice that Paul has. And so you can see that there's 8 requirements here. Even when you close the category, you can see how many requirements are in there. That's maybe something that we can steal for later. Dampener requirements. Let's go over to the... Should we try to start the stream on Instagram again? Or
yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying to... it will be a new stream, but I will get it up and running as soon as I can.
Yeah, it's a new piece of equipment that we borrowed from Ludwig, so it's actually Ludwig's fault.
Absolutely.
So insert a couple of rows below here. We are at dynamic requirements, Vibraphone dynamic requirements.
This is the definition of stress testing right here.
Stress testing the setups.
Yeah. Just try it.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Yep. Vibraphone dynamic requirements. So the dynamic requirements are all about the volume. For example, the note volume of the vibraphone shall be dynamic from piano pianissimo to forte fortissimo. And yeah. It feels great. I will have a place for everything. I'm very happy for Paul's feedback here. Vibrato requirements. Let's take those. Do you know what happened then with Instagram?
Alphonse is sending me a couple of different reasons there it could be. They changed the stream key. So I'm booting up a new one with
like
the same
midstream.
Name. Yeah. It could be because I left the browser window, which is very sketchy.
Vibrato requirements. Yeah, I've been doing God's work with the Stream Deck. The Stream Deck can now actually turn on all the microphones separately. Hannes can listen how the stream sounds. We're doing like perhaps with the no,
not now.
I've been using like generic MIDI messages to control Logic Pro. I've been using OSC, Open Sound Control, to use Companion to control the Fireface mixer. like all the buttons in the Firefox mixer. It's been super fun actually.
And it seems like we're back on Instagram now. So welcome back, Instagram. Martin has done all the design requirements and the machine is almost finished. You missed a lot.
I take that as a dig on me.
Never. I would never dare.
You know that the snowflake would melt.
But welcome back. Sorry for the technical issues here, but we're learning. We're learning.
So what did happen?
I don't really know.
Okay. Vibraphone note switch requirements. Okay. Oh yeah, that's for the double hits of the vibraphone. I was like, perhaps that should be a system levels, but then I realized that this is absolutely a vibraphone specific. So 1.1.1.4. Beautiful.
Adil Muar is wondering, are you expecting maybe one day, whenever you have time, create a VST of your instruments?
Oh,
you have one.
This one is a VST actually. So
I'm gonna change to the wide so people can see the.
Yeah, but I was also thinking if I could just wait. I'll have to then. It's okay to have some fun as well. If you go,
I demand you to have fun right now.
if we go back here to the Mac, so this is the VST. This is the Speldosa plugin by Cleargran that I made together with them, and we have a starfall when I play it. And then we have a super cool space reverb. And if the Interstellar guy can't make the next film, what's the name? Hans Zimmer?
Yeah.
We go to the backwards and we just do this. It was maybe not so good. I should play like hard, high, and low one. Yeah.
Yep. Back to it. But yeah, there we got a VST.
We got a VST.
Yeah.
But I want to make more. I make VSTs for myself that only I can use. Perhaps I should just give them out as a free download. Note switch requirements. Each marble drop should have a physical switch. Nice. Let's go and get these. I already did. Yeah, I derailed myself. Movement requirements. Everyone's favorite function. The movement of the vibraphone bars. Let's add those.
Instagram is down again.
Okay, so that wasn't a problem then. Uh, 1.1.1.5 movement requirements, which I should like arise from a higher level systems level requirements or a guideline, a should thing. But we don't have to worry about that now. So was it a browser thing or was it not that?
Seems like it. If you close the tab, it can cut off.
Vibraphone performance requirements. So this is interesting. This is all of a sudden a performance requirement. It's not what the vibraphone should be able to do, but rather how well it should do that. And that's not a functional requirement, so it's not under the one category. It's way down here under the non-functional, the performance requirements. So these are the systems levels. So I guess we're going to follow a little bit of the same setup, that we're going to have instrument performance requirements. So we're probably going to copy the tree kind of, insert 10 rows below. So we're going to have like, I guess we're going to have 2.1.1 is instrument performance recs. And then I guess a subcategory to that is 2.1.1.1 is vibraphone perf recs. And in that little beautiful drawer, so then just to show here, my little drawer, Paul's little drawer, it's gonna end up looking like this when it's all beautiful and done. And we can also color them so it looks nice. There we can paste the vibraphone shall be able to repeat same note within 100 milliseconds performance requirement. Nice. Oh, drums requirements. So we have some drums requirements. Nice. So that's actually for the snare drum. So let's go and add that little drawer to our box here. But this is a functional requirement because it talked about what the snare drum should be able to do. So we're up here, instruments. We started on a vibraphone drawer. The borders are broken, but we're gonna then do a 1.1.2 drums. So that's here, 1.1.2 drums. And under that, we have a 1.1.2.1 is kick. And under that is 1.1.2.2 snare. And in that little drawer, we're going to write that requirement. This feels great. I can afford to be a little bit positive without hyping. I think we should be allergic towards hype, which is actually your own. Which is
you need to get me out of your team then. Good luck, sir. That's my bread and butter. The only thing I know how to do. I'm useless without it. What are you telling me? Oh my.
No, I don't want any more hype, actually. Okay, you can be hype, and I can be anti. My anti-hype is I'm gonna appear to be even more responsible against the background of your overhyping everything.
Okay, good. I can play around. You keep it serious.
Yep.
As serious as Lian Lapiana that says, I really believe in this project. I will support you even until the 7th machine is finished.
Oh.
With a lovely donation there as well.
That means a lot to hear. Thank you.
Hannes is the hype man, and you're right about that. Hannes, can you see chat on Twitch? Yes, I can, Florio. I see everything except Instagram.
4-slot. Okay, percussion requirement. These requirements about the shaker tambourine things. They are general percussion requirements, so they actually go immediately under the percussion label here. Then we have the last one from the instrument requirements is the bass requirement. Bass shall support fast, clean playing, dynamics finger. So this is badly written. I can tell you everything wrong with this requirement. It has many ideas, it should be atomic. We should divide this up. Perhaps I should do one exercise in writing this better, because I've learned a lot about that. So I'm going to show you that I've learned something. Show myself, because that's actually a very badly written requirement. I know you're surprised that I wrote a design requirement in a bad way.
I'm not making any more jokes.
because I told you to cut the hype.
Yes.
No, it's good actually. You hype, I
Shoot me down.
yes.
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 That's a good dynamic.
So we have a requirement here for the base. It says base should support fast, clean playing, dynamics, finger slap styles, and full string damping. So this goes against several rules for well-written design requirements. The first rule is to have it verifiable, and fast isn't quantifiable. We can't verify fast. It's a subjective word. It's called weak language, I think, when you talk about how to write a design requirement. We want the requirements to be unambiguous, and this goes against that. But moreover, it's not atomic. It says actually 5 requirements in this one sentence. So let's start with dividing them up. Base shall support clean playing. What I mean with that is the normal. I mean the normal notes as well as slap notes. So I should describe that better. Let's lift out the dynamics point to the next one. Dynamics, lift out the damping, full string damping. So let's lift that out to another requirement. There shouldn't be 2 ideas. So what I think I wanted to say here is that I want both boom and a tuck. That's what I want to say. I want both a slap and a clean note. So base base must play both clean fingered notes. That's what it's called in base language, as well as slap notes. As accentuated slap notes. So to a musician, this is not ambiguous. This is clear and defined. Bass must play, I think be able to, I think is okay for me to write. Bass must be able to play both clean fingered notes as well as accentuated slap notes. They are 2 distinct categories of attack for a bass note. Dynamics. Bass must be able to play dynamically from P, piano, to F, forte, fortissimo. Dynamically from soft to strong, soft to loud. And P, piano, and fortissimo is actually verifiable for a musician. We know what's true there when we hear it. So if you want a decibel number, you're actually barking up the wrong tree, I think. For a musician, because decibel that's not how these terms, piano, pianissimo, forte, fortissimo, is all in relationship to each other. So there's not a decibel number to it. Full string damping. Bass must support full string damping for quick is not a good word, for ending notes defined, for a well-defined, for a fast, for ending notes, clear, what should I say, Hannes? Defined ending, a concise ending of notes.
Okay.
What is then concise?
Absolute.
For determined. Nah, it's not a good word. Bass must support full string damping for abrupt.
Clean.
For clean. Yeah, but all those are weak words. That's a performance requirement of the full string damping thing. Full string damping for ending of notes, programmable support.
Chat says abrupt.
Abrupt is good, but it's also a weak word. For abrupt is a best word so far. I'll use that. Thank you, chat. For abrupt ending of notes. I think we can criticize that design requirement a bit because of the use of abrupt, because it's a weak word.
Jimmy Thomas Dev, a real MVP of chat, is wondering, Hannes, would it be possible to get a public copy of the doc to experiment on auto formatting scripts?
Oh, nice. Yes.
Yes.
Let's create that now. I would love that. I think, Jimmy, you sent the previous script, I think.
Yep.
So let's just go to.
Oh, you want me to change camera, do you?
I'm going to go to this one.
Ah, look at that one. That's the most fun one. And why is it the most fun one? Because I can control this camera remotely.
I'm gonna make a copy. Public for experimentation for Jimmy. Public for experimentation for Jimmy. Copy of design requirements to make the world happen. V2 Jasper.
That's clear as day.
Make a copy. I'm just going to.
Okay, so right now we are live on Instagram again. I'm trying a different way of doing this now. Let's see if this works better. Keep my eye out. Welcome again, everyone viewing on Instagram on our inaugural test stream in vertical formats. So we're doing vertical both on Instagram and on YouTube as well. And eventually, who knows, perhaps TikTok and everything like that, where all the cool kids are. That's where we should be with our design requirements. Public for experimentation. I got a notification on my watch here.
Yeah.
I will add it into the show notes.
So, Jimmy, you're getting a document that is editable. I would recommend for you, Jimmy, to just immediately save your own copy that is not editable, so the chat isn't ruin no one else is ruining your experiments. But I'm super happy that you're thinking about this. Okay, so we took a bad design requirements. We made it much better by breaking it up. Bass must support programmable full string damping. This full string damping for abrupt ending of notes. I also want, like, when you play the bass, you have those ga sounds there. It's often a hard dampening. So you might want a bass note that's just a do, silent, do, silent. That's one dampening. But then you want the dampening sometimes to slap the strings a little bit so they strike the fretboard. Doom, doom, doom. So let's add that to our design requirements. Must support, so we're gonna call that support oh, perhaps this then goes into a tree. No, it probably doesn't. Abrupt ending of notes. Bass must have a dampener that also creates a rhythmic slap when dampening. Do do That's the rhythmic slap, Hannes.
Oh, that's one rhythmic slap if I ever heard one.
So let's differentiate these. Bass must support programmable full string silent damping for abrupt ending of notes. So this is one per string actually. Okay, we're starting to design here. So almost these are actually, I think this is a subcategory of dampening requirements. Must support programmable silent dampening. A programmable full string silent for a one programmable damper for each string for abrupt ending of notes. Let's remove this full string. Bass must support one programmable silent damper for each string for abrupt ending of notes. Bass must have a dampener that dampens all 4 strings simultaneously, because when you do that, you actually hit all the strings basically. You never have another note then. Simultaneously, that creates a rhythmic slap when dampening the notes. Okay. So basically what I did there is actually what I'm just thinking, what do I need the bass to do? And I write it down. I'm writing the side requirements, Hannes.
Ooh, excitement.
I'm actually, oh, sorry. Yeah, I should go. No more.
And now for the viewers who want to check out the document, there should be a link in the description of these streams. So,
nice.
Go nuts, everyone.
On YouTube, or did you put
on
them
YouTube.
everywhere? No, on YouTube, yeah.
I can't put them anywhere else.
Okay. Which means we're actually done with taking the instrument tabs. We did tab 4 and tab 5, and that feels fantastic. We extracted all the useful information, and we're going to go back into tab 6, which is notes about the marble loop. So let's extract that. I'm gonna go to the marble loop here, and I'm going to do a note section. So this is very freeing. The ability to do 1.2.0, which are marble loop notes, that makes it possible for me to just use this document to put down my ideas. Because, so this text document, Hannes, is like going to do everything for me. And then later we can turn these notes into requirements, hopefully. That's why the 0. If there's a 0, it's not a requirement, it's a note.
Yeah, but we will change that 0 to a hero. Don't you worry.
Yes. DT, that's drivetrain. I would say these are just notes. So let's go and kill this tab as well. I'm so happy to get out of that tab and into this one. 1.3.0 drivetrain notes. That's also my way of cop out from actually writing the requirements. But I think it's fine to first create a place to sort my screws and then sort them. That's what I'm doing here. These are written like requirements. They are probably good requirements. We can go and look at this later. Drivetrain notes. Let's hide them. Shift option right arrow. Boom. Same here. Marble loop notes. Shift option right arrow. Nice. Drivetrain is done. Frame. The machine shall be. Here's some kind of frame note. Let's go over and do the frame notes. Yeah, so I've done this 2 times now, I think. Like, redone the organization. And if I would do another stream with redoing this, then I would be really embarrassed. Because, like, so I hope I won't come back with another reorganizing stream. That would be embarrassing.
This will be the final organizing.
For the requirements, I hope so. Frame notes. Yes. Control. We have some control notes. Huygens. Jasper taught us how to pronounce it. Huygens. Controls.
I don't know.
You are good. 1 row below. 1.5.0 control notes. Boom. Let me change that to. I shouldn't have pasted with to overwrite the text wrapping with a shift. There we go. Boom. Group. Boom. Soon we can throw away so many tabs. Audio, video. Okay, audio, video notes, which we collected here under the same thing here. 1.6.0 audio, video notes.
We're in the middle of spring. You still have time till it's embarrassing.
Okay.
Jimmy says.
Thank you, Jimmy. That means more than anything, actually.
Carmcraft says, my advice is to avoid more than 3 hierarchy levels. It's gonna be more of a burden than help in the long run.
If you mean hierarchy as in priority, I completely agree with you. I think even we went down to 2 with Jasper. Carmcraft, do you mean the priority column? Or do you mean the tree? Because if there's priority, we're actually down to 2. Should and must are 2 new from Jasper. So let me hide these audio video notes. Nice, detailed. I think this can just be thrown out. Template, that can be thrown out. Okay, I think we're ready to throw away some tabs. Previous, process, planning phase. Ugh, so many horrible tabs. Ugh.
And Jens Malmgren says, can you not replace rapid with a millisecond range? Hälsningar från Nederländerna.
Oh, nice, from Nederländerna. Good there. So rapid, where did we have rapid? can I search for the word rapid in this tab? Bull F, rapid. Oh, we don't have the word rapid in this tab. So probably...
Saw it earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, rapid is weak language. Completely agree that it shouldn't be in here. We have to...
Then we also have from Carmcraft now, following up. I mean the numbering column.
Okay, no, there I think it's fine to have as many as the project wants, actually. If you mean this tree here, there I think it's fine because it's not going on to the requirement numbering anymore, which was blowing up the system before.
You know what else is blowing up? Blowing up my appreciation for the fans.
Nice.
People like RCK with a generous donation and a nice comment here for you. I absolutely adore this Mamushka style design requirements. Sorry for the late, but as always, I say as always, never give up. Don't let dragons take you down.
Mamushka style.
This Mamushka style. And Jimmy says, the Oracle is amazing. I already have a working script.
Fantastic.
It's sitting in your document now.
So before there were requirements, let's check. Thanks everyone for all your considerate comments, but I'm gonna check here Paul's. Paul has use cases as in another tab, which are the user stories that give rise to the requirements. Paul also has like tasks. Paul has test cases and notes. So right now I'm not going to use these tabs. I'm just going to stay within the requirement tab, which I think is where all the use is. But we have tab 3 and tab 3b, the user stories. We did a lot of work here, and these user stories are actually golden. They give rise to the design requirements. So I want to add them, but I want to add them on the top and hide them away. So they come into the 0 category here. So I think Jasper and Paul's notes should actually start a little bit later in this tree. I think they should be. I think that can be from 10 and 11, because I think the other 0 categories are going to be heavier.
I didn't hear what you said earlier, but Jens followed up with rapid was in the base slap ending.
Oh.
And then we also have Lauren that says, regarding rapid, agreed it's not quantifiable language, but consider using status column to organize requirements. You have spent time refining and prototyping. It can be used to track these stages.
That's a good idea for later when I've gotten further. Oh no, I'm in the public. I made a mistake.
Oh no.
Oh wait, I wasn't in the public, I don't think. It's just, wait, let me just go over.
I already did.
Okay, you already did. I think I just should. Did I? What was the last thing I did? We talked about the user stories. I moved down. Oh, this is annoying. I was in the wrong document, but I think it was only now when I switched tabs. Jasper notes. What did I do before, Hannes?
Rapid, and you did the user story.
Yeah, I didn't change anything. I added. been working in the wrong one.
I need to change camera because that's unreliable.
I don't think I did anything in the wrong one because this looks so much different. So yeah, let's. Is wide flipping on and off again?
Yep. Yes, it is.
All right. I closed the tab of the wrong document anyway, so hopefully I didn't lose any work there.
Great. Can we go back to work?
Yep.
Okay. And also I saw it from Edumatos95 that says, "Good morning, Martin, Hannes, and chat. 10:50 a.m. here in Brazil. A beautiful day indeed. May you all have a wonderful week. I'm saving some prints from when Hannes and Martin read live my comments to post it later on Instagram. Well, there you go. Have a wonderful day. Edumatos95.
Thank you, Edumatos. Thank you so much for spreading nice vibe here. Meanwhile, I'm going to add these heavier note categories, which are the why, the purpose, and then I'm going to do 0.2 user stories, and I'm going to do 0.3 guidelines.
I just want to add here from Jimmy that says script is now installed in the public copy. You can reload the document and a menu appears.
That's really cool. I should look at that soon. I saw in the public document that the borders looked much better automatically. So I think that's what the script is doing great. So here we have, sketch notes. Here is actually more Jasper coin drop inputs. Here's Jasper's commandments and stuff. Okay, so this is all Jasper notes that I missed before. Let's take them and let's put them into exactly where they belong in Jasper notes here.
And Jasper says, I can help you set that up in your private document later, Martin.
Cool.
I'm guessing like the script, right?
That would be fantastic, Jasper.
What a bunch of helpful people we have out there. It's incredible.
Amazing. And
yeah,
I have to say also, like, I have so much less time for all those things since I had a daughter.
What?
Yeah.
Does that take time?
She's absolutely the easiest ever, and just happy, especially because Elizabeth, my girlfriend, is doing fantastic job with her while I'm working. But like in the evenings, those kind of things that I normally would be able to do off stream, it's just hard for me to have the time right now when with the 7 months. So Jasper, yes, please.
If only I had a good reason.
Yep. So now I have all the Jasper notes under Jasper notes, and here's a to-do column. Learn filters in sheets. We can remove all these old sketch notes. ID, please number high. Next step, user stories. Go. These are. Oh, nice. We can remove all this, but goodbye. And this index, we don't need that anymore. So let's start with the spring cleaning. We're going to delete this whole tab. Delete.
Oh, yes.
Are you
Heads
sure?
up. Are you sure? Oh, yes.
We're deleting the whole index here now. Nice.
Boom, 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 boom.
But then in Y, we have this purpose. So the artistic vision, I'm just going to take all this. This is from, I should do text wrapping on this. This is from our previous effort of doing the purpose work and all that from the previous design requirements. They have now a place, and we're gonna post them here and then forget about them. perhaps not forget about them. We're just going to so let me put them. What's happening now? Pulling stuff. Let's just paste them here. Boom, 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 boom. It's okay to feel stupid. I feel stupid.
Tell me about it.
Why do you feel stupid, Hannes? You're anything but stupid.
Yeah. But you
don't like stress. That's everything. That like you don't like problem solving under stress, which I love, which why I make you suffer all the time. There's a bit of truth in that, isn't it?
Yeah, with two sides of a coin there.
Yeah.
But so far, we're still live on Instagram. That's good news.
So what did you do different this time?
I need to have it in a different window. I can't have it in tabs. It needs to be open all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I think it got down prioritized when it was in if I changed tabs to look at something else. Now I have a dedicated screen for it. And now it seems to be working. Kinda annoying, but that's how it is. Meta is extremely... They're like 10 years behind everything.
That's crazy.
And it gets really clear when you try to do stuff like this, how bad it is.
Yeah.
Well. And now it's working right now.
Now I'm on the user stories, the clean user stories. We have two sorts of user stories. We have epic user stories, and these give rights. The user stories give rise to this design requirement. Martin sleeps well in hotel night before World Tour premiere. What do we need for Martin to sleep well? Well, the machine needs to be reliable. Okay. What do we need for the machine to be reliable? Well, blah 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 blah. It's kind of the beginning of the need that leads to a requirement, and they are super cool and important. I'm just going to put them now directly under user stories. No, I'm not actually. I'm going to do another category. User stories is the first branch of the tree. This line is annoying. The Jimmy script will fix this. I should look at Jimmy's script to show everyone how beautiful that work is. Jimmy, do you want to, if you're still here, Jimmy, do you want to introduce your script to me now? So I can, when I go in and look at it, I know what I should look for. You said there was a menu and stuff. Can you explain a little bit what you have done, if you're still here? 0.2.1 is like short user stories. And then we're going to have another category of 0 there. It's going to be, let me first just collapse all this into a group. There, boom, let's collapse it into a group. We're also going to have 0.2.2 is epic user stories. An epic user stories is a form of user story that actually is seriously used in writing design requirements. And those, I've wrote a lot of those, which is more of like, I'm like going into, I'm dreaming myself into like this. Tomorrow is the first concert of the World Tour. I reached this goal this is the best case epic user story. I reached this goal much faster because when simplifying the machine, I freed up a lot of time to write and record the album. I'm in my hotel room now, relaxing. I'm not worried about the machine malfunctioning or hurting anyone during the concert tomorrow. The design is rock solid. We know a few points of interest where the machine can do unexpected things, some timing belts that can break. We have spare timing belts ready to go and developed systems to replace them in under 5 minutes while the band is playing a song without the machine. Most of all, I'm excited to play blah, blah, blah. So it goes on. That's the epic user story thing. And I think there's I think we have like 5 live streams, Hannes, worth of going through them and picking up what in these epic user stories give rise to super important design requirements. I don't have the willpower of doing that now.
We need to have some epic music in the background and a good voiceover artist read them.
Yes, that could help with motivation.
And Jimmy says, it's a menu next to help in the top bar. You click it, it cleans the current tab. So, and I see a follow-up coming here soon. Just lagging. It just does border for now, but anything is possible. It could auto number up to a point, add colors, automatically create collapsible groups, etc.
Oh, it can of course create groups automatically because of this numbering format. If a number is like this, it includes in the group and stuff. That sounds fantastic, Jimmy. So I'm gonna delete these. So the user stories are here. This feels great, actually, Hannes. Perhaps I should hype this a little bit more.
Yes. This is banger content. You know that.
Yes, I'm just gonna allow myself to have some fun with my drawers here.
Oh.
Which will be fixed in Jimmy's script. Boom, 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 boom. All right. I think I can delete all the tabs now. The why, the user stories, the epics, the systems, the instrument, the loop, the drivetrain, the frame, the control, the audio, the video, the detailed design requirements, the template tab, previous. What's this? Previous video requirements. Oh, this is actually good. I think I just pasted the whole. This is great. We're gonna take this trash.
Before we do that, I just want to check on Martin in his natural habitat.
I don't know which of the 5.
Working away. Just gonna do a little pan around here. See the busy desk there. Look at him working. And now we're ready to delete some stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to do 0.12 previous design requirements. It's just a dump of the whole document. It's actually nice to have it in here because we did good work. One miserable day, I can go and clean that up. I think I need like a lot of insert 294 rows. Let's see how many I need before I do that. Previous. Oh, I need 600 rows for that. So again, then, if I can just insert above and again, insert above.
And Dirk Lloyd is have a question here. Is the double stream to shorts new? This is the first time I have noticed. And yes, today we are trying out some new stuff. Why not spread the joy of design requirements to everyone? They shouldn't be limited to where they want to watch a live stream about design requirements. So that's why we're also doing vertical streams on YouTube Shorts and on Instagram. So yeah, this is our first time trying it. Hopefully people are finding it semi-enjoyable at least.
We're going to become better at that eventually. We're building for the future. I can see where this is going. We're having a lot of fun solving. We're solving a lot of streaming stuff right now.
Yeah,
and it's really fun. It smells procrastination, but you can't spell procrastination without the pro, as someone said in chat previously. So yeah, it's new. It's new for this stream, and especially the building streams. I think is going to look pretty nice in.
Yeah.
This is. sharing a computer screen in vertical format is a little bit difficult. We're going to try to get something that follows my mouse. We had actually that set up, but you became super nauseous. So we need to do like code our own thing, kind of.
Yep, we will get there.
So now I'm hiding all these previous ones, and let's delete all these extra lines that I made. Oh, this feels so good. Delete. Oh, that scared me. All those old stuff came up. Okay, all this should be deleted. I'm just gonna delete all these rows. I'm gonna delete all this. Delete 2,000 rows here. Delete. And now then, my friends, thank you for being here with me. We have the start. I'm going to remove all the other. Did we have one more process? We had one more process. Design process. How do we turn a vision into a plan? Oh, this is from the previous one. Okay, this is what we did when I made the Pixar video. I'm actually proud of the Pixar video. It's just a shame that I could never follow my own advice from that video. So this
you learned something from it.
Yeah, I did. But I haven't been able to act upon it. But we're gonna add this as well here. How many lines do I need?
Yes.
132. Yes. So, okay, let's. Why didn't I do this before? I can paste in the bottom. Now I feel stupid. I can paste in the bottom and then just bring up everything that I want to get in. So this is the design process. What is it using? Oh yeah, that's just how many lines we have now. Wow. So after previous design requirements, we're gonna put this one at 0.4, I think, which should be design process. 0.4 design process. That's another thing I learned, like a design process should be a deliberate thing. It shouldn't just be willy-nilly. This is how I always did it, kind of. But we don't want to see all this, so let's go in and hide it with a group. And then, you know what we also can do, Hannes?
What?
We can also hide groups inside groups. So the notes, if we don't want to see all these under categories here, we can go in there and we hide all that in a group. Boom.
No.
So now we have notes, and then all the functional requirements we can hide in a group if we want to. So in the end, just to show that one too, I guess. We can have folders in folders. When we get in here, we're gonna be met by something ultra clean here in 1 second. So when you go into the design requirement, it's gonna look like this. So we have our 3 massive categories: notes, functional requirements, non-functional. And then we're like, okay, I want to go into the notes. Okay, I want to go into the design process notes, and we're there. So it's going to be, we used to do all these tabs for navigation. I think this is much cleaner.
Oh, I see a good comment here from Florio. Folders!
Yes.
Yes, we back.
It's the folder hype. And now, finally, all these tabs that was bugging me, we're just going to have a delete party here. Delete the Y tab. Delete the use tab. Delete the epic story tab. Delete the system requirements tab. Delete the instrument requirements tab. Are you having fun? Delete the marble.
Are you having fun?
Are you having fun yet? Delete the frame tab.
My memeplex says here, you forgot the empty rows there. It broke the groups a bit. Not to rain on your parade here now, Martin, in your glorious deletion party.
I'm gonna go and look at that. I think in a way, what I really feel like doing now is to understand what Jimmy has done a little bit. But let's look at what my memeplex said. The empty rows in here. But I guess what happens if I just do, if I add one here, I can probably add like this. I can probably go in and fix it. So you see where this is going, Hannes?
Oh yeah.
It's getting clean. Notes is a lot of text. Functional requirements is the functional requirements, and non-functional are the non-functional requirements. Whew! We got the Paul Drover style organization. Now, let's go over to no, that's not good for today. Here.
Yeah, the wild cam.
I'm gonna go and check what Jimmy has done.
Now, what have you done, Jimmy?
So Instagram keeps working now when you leave the tab open.
Yeah, separate window. So far, so good. We're still live there. Sadly, I can't see and pull up the comments yet. It seems to be quite a limitation on that, sadly.
Okay.
I got bombarded with everyone joining.
But no comments.
I saw the comments, but they got drowned in all the notifications that people joined the
so
live.
you have to filter for only.
Yeah,
Okay.
I tried to find something, but sadly nothing yet.
So look here. This is Jimmy's, where everyone is in here. This is Jimmy's. Oh, there's a marble machine. I think Jimmy made this, the marble machine. Redraw hierarchy. So let me.
And he said something about help menu, right?
Yeah, it's. I think it's here. I think then I don't know if I screw this up. If I remove the borders, let me try to redraw it. Running script. Authorization. A script attached to this document needs your permission to run. Okay, let's not do that. Okay, so
Jimmy says now it will ask you for authorization to run the app, though.
yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that now because I don't really understand what that does. So
just clears your bank accounts. It's nothing serious.
Jimmy has run a long scheme with this Google Sheet script. But what I can see in Jimmy's results here before running it, I guess Jimmy's the only one who can run it, is that it looks exactly the way I want it to look. So here you
press advanced on the authorization.
Press advanced on those. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to look into that later, but this looks exactly like I wanted. I think also it would be pretty cool if we have this paint. I think like something else that I will do later is if I take this paint roller. I think it could be pretty cool. Oh, okay, the border is dying. Okay, I need to click it again.
You need the script, perhaps.
Yeah, I think the script. Okay, it's painting the border.
He said press advance on authorization, then allow.
Okay.
It's just ask the right on the dock.
So
it's probably pretty simple.
So I think also we can do nice colors, and perhaps that's just messy after a while. Weak colors, but this looks really nice. And what you would want if I go in here all of a sudden, and I write 1.6.1, then we would want the script to kind of take care of everything automatically. Or when you create a new row, I think you can make it really neat. Okay, I'm gonna try what Jimmy says there. So I'm gonna run the script, redraw running script. Okay. Oh, see edit, create and delete all your Google Sheet spreadsheet. Nah.
Did you click advanced?
Yeah, there
The
was no
authorization.
advanced. I'm probably on. I'm probably on. I don't know if there's different cancel. No, I don't get your. It's probably. It could be a Mac thing.
Have the permission to delete everything.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna run that now, Jimmy. But thank you again for showing me what's possible. All right, Hannes. Let me see. Oh, here's stuff happening to the left here. It's
People are
automatically
working.
grouping now. I think Jimmy is running. Ooh, that looks fantastic. I don't think the vertical stream can see, but all these groups turned up, and I think they're automatically made here. That's fantastic. I don't know if anyone can see. I think on the broad stream you can see it. Beautiful groups here. You can see how organized everything looks immediately.
Jasper will look through the whole script and everything and tell you how it works.
Yeah, I want to learn myself, but yeah, it's true. It's true. So all these groups just appeared with an instant. I think Jimmy fixed the script.
Are you the one? Do you need to go to the bathroom or something? Are you doing something with your leg or?
Yeah,
I hear a ticking.
You hear ticking. It's actually my foot. It's not because of bathroom.
It's your foot, okay.
Yeah, it's 9 years of marble machine building, Hannes. So all right. So I think I'm kind of done with what we wanted to do today.
Great.
I should probably go in and yeah. I don't know really where to start, but I know when I do, I know how to start. I know where to write things. That feels better. I guess the formatting is going to be the next step for it because it looks too much fun what Jimmy's doing. But perhaps Jimmy, with this permission requirement and stuff like that, perhaps you shouldn't put too much work in it because if I need to redo it to have the permissions on my side, so you don't spend too much of your valuable time if we can't fix the permission thing.
And Martin with a donation and a comment that just says Jimmy MVP.
100%.
100%.
So I'm thinking I actually know what to do now. I think I should go in and go through all of the real requirements here and see if we have some bad ones. We also have this priority thing. Let's set that up. That's fun. We're gonna do some conditional formatting because Jasper changed my idea about language. We're not going to use may. We're going to use must and should. Before we had a priority between may, should, and shall, and I wanna change it to must. So I wonder if I can just change. Gemini can probably do that. Let's ask Gemini to just change all the shall to must. Ask something else. Gemini can work. Hey, can you find all shall and change them into must?
Work.
Yeah. Oh, it did it. I've found and replaced all occurrences of shall with must throughout the sheet. And what's also good actually now when we're in one tab is that Gemini can work in one tab. Gemini is actually behind Hannes. So if I do, there we go. If I push off Hannes corner, I can show you that Gemini is working in this spreadsheet. And found all the shells, and that actually did it immediately without so that was good. But now we're going to do some conditional formatting here in the priority thing. We're going to do we're gonna search for 2 words. So I'm leaving you
yeah,
wait,
leave me.
I'm leaving you off because I want to show just what I'm doing here. So if text contains shall, or I guess shall with big S. I don't know if that's how I write it with a comma there. We want to. I want to add text. Where do I do that? Okay, I do one. We're gonna have a fill color of kind of this color. That no, it's the text next. Okay, I shouldn't have deleted my spreadsheet, honest, because I had this set up in the prior version. Wait, I'm gonna go and find a backup. See how I did that. I solved this. Okay. Oh, we can check it in the public, I guess, because I think we have that set up in the public. I don't think the live streams are going to be more difficult to watch than this. This is peak.
This is demanding.
This is peak
entertainment.
Peak, yes. Like narrow, small discussions. However, I think I have some kind of formula here. Okay, that was how I did it. So we have here reg extract. If error, we didn't have conditional formatting at all? Yeah, on the text is with a formula and the color is with conditional formatting, I guess. Yeah, so the color is made with conditional formatting and the text is this formula here that I need to rewrite then. So let's make a formula in this cell, which is this nice thing. And we're going to do reg extract P112. Okay, why is this formula failing me? We're going to do must, and we're going to do should. We're going to remove may from the formula. It will still fail. Formula parse error. Okay, let's ask Gemini what we've done wrong here. What's wrong with the formula in Q1290? Q1290.
The thunder is rolling in.
The priority column is error. Since the file export only shows the error result. Name error.
Ethan says double
equal
these signs at the beginning.
Ethan. I think you're right. Wait, I think it's working, but the text color is black. Can that be it? No, it wasn't. Now it doesn't give the error. Must, should. Oh, but this is like going for another. Yeah, it's in this one. P113. This is the formula. Can you help?
My memeplex with a great comment here. Peak procrastination to some, peak learning to others, pure entertainment for everybody.
Gemini is also saying that's a great comment from my memeplex. Okay.
Ethan says P112, not the right line.
P112. Yeah, so it should be 1289. It should be 1290, right? Is that the error? Of course, 1290. Yes, Ethan. Thank you.
Boom, 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 boom.
Thank you. So now we can just drag that formula down. And if I write should here instead as a guideline, you'll see here that it changes automatically to should there. So it derives the priority from the text. But then we're also going to have this conditional formatting that we did. Conditional formatting. So now, if the text contains must, it's going to be red. And then if the text contains should, it's going to be, I always do the traffic light stuff, orange. Was that the text style? I didn't want to do that. So now if I change here to should, okay, I didn't copy. If I copy it down, yes. Do you know how good I am at okay, that was fun. That was worth. Oh, look here. We have some musts here. Must. So we have some nice formatting going on. Did this also copy into the groups? Or are we going to have a problem inside the groups? It did. It did copy into the hidden groups. Nice. Okay. Must. We did that good. Okay. So let me see if I can have. Do you think also why I think this is hard, Hannes, is because it's forcing you to make decisions.
Yep.
These tough decisions that you and I have been talking about that we need to make. So I'm thinking now, especially if we go down to non-functional requirements, we go down to transport requirements, we can go down to Ludwig's transportation notes. Ludwig thought, for example, that we need to be able to play in venues that has a normal door. So no thing can be wider than 74 centimeters. And I think that we don't need to play in venues that has a normal door. All venues that I want to play in has a loading bay. So it's too hard of a design requirement for the transportation. but it's hard for me to make that decision.
Mm-hmm.
So a double door is then 74 plus 74. And so that could actually be a high level. We can write it now. We can write it transportation. Or is it a constraint, perhaps? I wonder where I would add that. Cannot be high. The machine. It's a transportation requirement. So let's say it's 2. Wait, I'm gonna pull so everyone can see. Sorry for the vertical stream. 2.4.1. Door sizes. Door requirement. No, what should we call it? Maximum. But these are actually constraints. Maximum module sizes. Perhaps it's a general transportation requirement first then, because this is perhaps I'm just gonna put it here under. So this I'm gonna argue forever where things go. The transportable modules must fit through a door with the width of 74 plus 74. I can't do that in my head.
I would also
148.
like what Nathan says. What's the smallest door from studio on the way out? Remember Marble Machine version 1?
Yeah, we have it here. Studio door is 180. So I think it's good with a little bit smaller. The transportable modules must fit through a door with the width of 150 centimeters, let's say then. So then we have 150 instead of 74, which is a huge difference. I'm actually going to go... did Ludwig... Should I trust Ludwig's measurement of the door? That could have fatal consequences. I should, because I can't find my measure tape. Imagine if I built a tool wall with a special holder for the measuring tape.
Oh, what a world.
So this is anyway how you would start this series work, and then you would find like where should that go. I think it's kind of a general transportation requirement, and off to the races with writing the requirements. It feels easier now, Hannes. Now I know where to put them.
Good.
Does Jimmy want to tell us what's the latest? You fixed all the groupings automatically, Jimmy. It would be quite fun, perhaps, to just go and see what's been happening inside here. Here's another kind of system. What's this? Oh, that was just a lot of small groups. So there's groupings. There's a conditional formatting. This looks so clean, like these borders here. You can really see that all these requirements are inside a box of instrument requirements. That's why I was I'm a little curious to add colors. Like this and this, because then you can kind of feel that, oh, we're inside this brown drawer here, if you see what I mean.
Jimmy says Grouping is fixed, yes, but still trying to get the script not to require access to your whole drive. I'm currently asking 3 oracles about the possibility to make the script only request current doc rights. All of them are stuck trying to answer.
Well done. You have your council of oracles. That's really nice. All right. So the plan going forward is to switch up the work between physical prototyping. Perhaps I should tell. I think I'm pretty much happy with where this ended up, Hannes. Where's my where? Oh, here. I feel my brain slowing down. I feel it's the end of the day. I feel
and Instagram felt the same way. Just stopped working again.
Instagram stopped working again.
Yeah, it's weird.
But
it's weird.
But YouTube's been up then, the stream on YouTube. Oh, that's fun though. For anyone interested, I've been I tried a new holder. I can just perhaps zoom in here on the A7 III. Perhaps I can show on this one. So I made a much more chunky silicone holder. So this was the previous one, and this is the new one, and it feels good. I do think something that I will change with this holder is that right now I designed it like straight up like this. I would love it to give an inward pressure. So I think I should print it kind of like this. I don't know what you can see. So if you print it like this, so this is the natural state of the rubber, and then you force it on to the vibraphone plate, then it would always want to clamp to the inside. Like I was talking about a little bit on those streams, Hannes.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a takeaway, because we want to be very deliberate on how much this is building to the side, because we want to have tight design for the next plate. And I also printed this bar to size. I really need to push it into the hole there. So right now, if we see it from this camera angle, the holder kind of perhaps wants to climb out a little bit. But if we printed it so it actually wants to go in, we have a natural little rubber pressure like this, and it's just gonna clamp the bar. So I really love the process of designing for this for the silicone printer from Formlabs. So far, no failed prints, and I'm just mistreating the printer by using old resin. So that is coming along. I did this off stream, and yeah. You can hear how well in tune it is there. Oh, perhaps you didn't hear it. Okay. Perhaps we should just wrap it up, Hannes. No one likes a long goodbye. Thank you, Jimmy, for checking, for doing great stuff with the script. It was sad we had permission errors or permission problems. And thanks to Paul Drover for teaching me how to do this. Just to perhaps summarize for everyone, I had a phone conversation with a teacher of design requirement, Paul Drover, Canadian university teacher. Paul made this template for me, and also talked philosophy. Paul said that it's more important that I make wrong decisions than I make no decisions, to avoid falling in analysis paralysis, for example. Paul also included the kinetic fingers. So obviously Paul is a great guy. And today we have been organizing my design requirements according to Paul's setup. So now we have them here, and we can use the categories to clean up the document like this. I can go into the notes. In the notes, I have a lot of user stories, and I have great control over the navigation of the document. But then here in one functional requirements, I need to start doing serious work of writing the requirements. I think off stream, we're going to fix the formatting of the thing with the script, either if we're going to build upon Jimmy's script. Perhaps, Jimmy, you can contact Alphonse about that, or if we're just going to take inspiration from Jimmy and do our own script.
Yeah, and Jasper said he will gladly help you.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. So, yeah, I think I'm happy here. We did some experiments with the vertical streams. I'm gonna start building also in the vertical streams. We're glad to be back. We've solved a lot of stuff behind the scenes that we haven't shown today. But now we're back streaming full time. And last Wednesday we made a video that I didn't like, so I decided to not publish it. It wasn't really finished at 5 o'clock. We try to summarize all these live streams on Wednesdays because there's another audience who doesn't want to sit and see me struggle with spreadsheet formulas. I don't understand. I don't understand at all. But we're going to try. So the summary videos hasn't been easy. It's been taking a lot of time away from building the machine. So we're working on some ways to fix that. I hopefully will figure out something to Wednesday, or we're just live streaming spreadsheet work the whole Wednesday. We'll see what happens. But that was what happened last Wednesday. So anything to add to that, Hannes?
No, great work today, Martin. As always, we got there.
We got there.
It was a hectic start to the day, but we got there.
Yeah,
we're up and running again. That feels fantastic. So I would humbly ask you to play us off.
Yeah, tomorrow we can hit the ground running. Thanks everyone for being here. And do you have a request for outro song, Hannes?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, you put me on the spot. Don't do that to me. Sommarfågel, let's go.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. So, okay, you were just going to run the outro, perhaps.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I will take us away. I want to hear some sweet dulcet tones from Martin right now. Look at that. He knows his song. Okay. We will see you all again tomorrow, everyone. Thank you all for joining today. It was very fun. Take care, everybody.